stop the sun from shining.
Hello and welcome everybody. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com. Thanks for joining me today for the Vivacious Virgo July Horoscope. Okay, so it's a quieter month this month, thankfully. We have Mercury that has turned direct, so we don't have those Mercury retrograde issues anymore. The other thing we do have is Jupiter changing houses, and I will talk about that in your horoscope, and it is retrograde from the 20th of last month. So yeah, I'll get to that. But just to briefly explain, I like to draw 2 tarot cards in case you're new. This will give an extra viewpoint to the horoscope, I guess you'd say. And if you are new, please consider subscribing to my channel. Hit that notification bell right now. Okay, so let's go to the board and draw these 2 cards, and you'll see what I mean. Okay, so here's your horoscope. We'll come to that in a moment. And stick around till the end. I'll do a psychic channeling, whatever comes out. Sometimes it's a summary and sometimes there's brand new information. It can be for the collective or for individuals, especially those people that follow me. Often stuff comes up for them. Okay, so let's look at this first card here. And you can think of it as the first 2 weeks of the month if you like. I'll close my eyes now. Okay, put away your umbrellas. So that suggests that it might have been a hard time, but now the sun is shining. And I'm speaking metaphorically, although, you know, maybe that's the case literally, depending on where you are. But it looks like it's going to be brighter and a little bit more comfortable, more insight coming to you. Well, here you go. Here's the sun here, represented by the sunflowers, and you'll also see this gold around the King of Wands waist. So this gold is about the solar plexus, success, goal-oriented behavior, moving forward, getting somewhere. There's a lot of green here as well for opportunity and growth. And there's a lizard down the bottom, which is saying that he is in touch with his instincts. He's seated on a wooden throne because he's practical. He's got his feet on the ground because he's down to earth and practical as well. But some sunshine coming through for you this month. That's a fabulous card. Means you'll probably be feeling more vital, more motivated and more inspired. And there's some sort of mastery in the physical world as well. Okay, let's look at the second card now and see what comes up. And close my eyes. What do I see? That's my cat, Prince Harry, in the background, if you can hear him meowing. Now, what do I see? Oh, riding a horse. The stirrups on the side of the horse, it's like getting onto a horse. If you had some sort of issue in the past where you got bucked off a horse, for example, either metaphorically or literally, it's time to get back onto the horse. This means if you had a failure in some area and it's still in your heart to try something or do something, the time may be coming for you to get back on that horse and try again. It's about horsepower. Okay, so this one here, the Fool, it's exactly that. Step out, even if it's out of your comfort zone, you see, stepping off the precipice. The universe often has a way of looking after people that are willing to take a risk. Now, having said all of that, there's a couple of provisos. Obviously, you need to research and be really sure of your facts, especially if you're doing something like going into a small business or something like that. And do know there are people that are trying to stop you. It may not be a person, actually. It could be part of yourself that is trying to hold you back. So part of you wants to move forward. Part of you is being held back, wants to hold you back, okay? Don't listen to this part. Even if you start something and it doesn't work out, you can learn a lot. And that means that the next thing that you try to do, you've already got that experience, so you know. It means, this card means stepping out, trying something new, taking a risk, okay? And yeah, there's darkness in the background. You don't know what's going to happen. But see here, the water is quite still in your subconscious. So, you know, it's an excellent time coming up. the end of July, or maybe even into August for starting something new. Green is all about growth, red is about action. There comes a point where you've got to stop thinking about things and talking about things. You've got to actually take action. Okay, so they're your two cards. Bear those in mind. They're really good cards, actually. Now, we're going to do your horoscope, so I'm going to make this a bit bigger now so that you can see. And basically, it's a mixed month. There's some really good energies here. Starting on the 30th of June to the 3rd of July, Mars is trining Chiron for a lot of star signs, and this helps you to feel more in tune with your own energy, and there's some healing going on at a deep level as well. You could find a different but very important outlet that allows you to express yourself more, especially your deep-seated needs and longings. It may be a time when you attempt to discover a healthy channel for both your physical and emotional growth. July 1st to the 5th of July, Mars squares Uranus. This is where you've got to be a little bit cautious. This is part of this T-square. Actually, I'll talk about that now. I knew I missed something. Mars here squaring Uranus here. Okay, so see this black triangle? This is known as a T-square. Two squares and an opposition. It's not easy. The squares are actually challenges that you can work through. So if you go step by step, you can get through this. Opposition's more challenging again, okay? So most people have got some sort of T-square going on. Mars in the 12th house means you could have a lot of desire to do something, but you can't get it off the ground yet because it's not the time in reality. But you've got the motivation and desire to do it now, probably even yesterday. You want it done immediately, so it could bring some impatience or frustration. Your 9th house, Uranus up here, unpredictable, volatile ways that you want to expand your life. Perhaps it's through study or your spiritual growth. Maybe you want to become more psychic, or you want to read tarot cards or learn astrology or something like that. But there's something holding you back here in the 12th house in your subconscious. And then the other part of the T-square is over here is Saturn in your everyday life and health. Your health or your well-being might be holding you back. You mightn't feel well, or it could be your everyday work. You just don't have time because you have to work like a normal person, whatever that is. And it takes up so much time working, so you don't have a lot of time to put into these new things that you would like to do to grow your life and make your life bigger and taste some of the sweetness and the rewards of life. Maybe you just don't have the time or the energy. Okay, so this leg of the T-square over here, this square here, Mars squaring Uranus, it could bring up rebelliousness and impatience, or perhaps anger, because you want to break free of restrictions, and that could be very disruptive in your life. It's not a good idea to just go and quit your job if you've got nothing to go to. That could be problematic. For example, maybe you can't settle down or focus on a task or on whatever it is that you want to do, your special project. You could feel like you've got more energy than usual to get it done, but the issue is that you scatter your forces all over the place instead of focusing in the one direction. The solution is to do something creative, something that doesn't require cooperation with other people. And even if you just start small and treat it as a hobby to start, at least you're doing something. Take steps towards what it is you want to do. But small steps, okay? And, time to step out and do something about it and be balanced in your approach when doing that. 10th of July sees a new moon in your 12th house here. This is a great time for your spiritual journey. Perhaps you want to, look deeper into your subconscious and understand your dreams more and, see what Spirit has to say. So it is a great time for meditation and looking at your dreams, but you may also feel more sensitive and moody than usual, so you need more privacy and solitude now. And it's a great time for spiritual renewal if you can go out into nature by yourself without your devices. 10th of July to the 27th of July sees Mercury move into your 11th house here of connections and groups. And you're likely to be involved in group discussions, planning sessions or committees. And even if you're not in a group, then you might feel like you want to be part of your community and socialise a bit more, chit chat, share some common interest with people. Okay, so have your time out in the new moon and then get out. After that, get out and socialise. 20th of July to the 15th of August, Venus moves into your first house here. So this brings a strong desire for harmony, beauty and gracious surroundings. And you don't feel like, confrontation or unpleasantness at the moment. So if you want something, the way to get it is to use charm and gentle coaxing rather than more forceful methods. Pleasure and affection are important to you now. 21st of July to the 22nd of August, Sun moves into your 12th house, bringing a lot of insight and wisdom. You're looking down within yourself and you're likely to see stuff or hear stuff, become aware of what's going on in your subconscious. So, it's time to retreat from the world and have some quiet time. Maybe you just don't want to be where the action is, even if you just spend time at home and potter around. And competitive ambitions and ego drives are on hold during this time. It's great to have some time out. 24th of July, we have the full moon in your 7th house. Here, this is your committed relationships, legalities, and people you don't get on with, basically. So it's time to spend some time with people that you're close to, give them some attention, and your ties to women and your need to connect to important females in your life is emphasised. There might be something here about your mother, and sometimes it's a bit turbulent with the full moon, but you can sort things out basically. The 26th of July to the 11th of August sees Mercury go into your 12th house here. So there's a lot of activity here, which means that you shouldn't be very active during this time. It's better to be looking within, resting and sort of preparing, because soon, next month, when a lot of these planets go into your sign, that's when it all starts, all the activity will start. So now's the time just for thinking about what you want to do, planning it all out, and then looking at what you can do to step out of your comfort zone next month. So yeah, it's time for study and inward reflection, and your intuition and sensitivity could also be sky high at the moment. Okay, wait and see. Now is not the time, but soon it will be. 28th of July to the 28th of December, Jupiter is retrograde in your sixth house here. Sixth house. So this could bring some promising developments around work, and you might feel happier than usual in your normal everyday life. You can see ways to improve your work, let people know what you're doing, expand knowledge in your field. Your health could also get a boost, and you could be enthused about some new health plan or fitness program. I'd also say that with Jupiter going here, it's a great time to lose weight, stretching, exercises, and general movement, like move about more, and because you'll have the energy to do it. And Jupiter can be excessive. So when it's in retrograde, it's a great time to give up any excesses that you may have, cups of tea, that's my excess, or alcohol, food, whatever it is, even if it's overwork, whatever it is, give up the excesses. 27th of the month to the 31st, Mars conjuncture ascendant, so you could be a bit more assertive than usual, a bit more energetic than usual at the end of the month here. And maybe you don't want to slow down or accommodate other people. Okay, it's time for positive, decisive action of your part, forging ahead, taking the initiative. Just listen to other people while you're doing that. Okay, so that's the end of the month. And also 27th of the month to the 14th of September, Mars moves into your sign here. This is when you're really going to get a lot of motivation and energy. So you have this quiet time first, and then it's full steam ahead, basically. Just make sure again that you listen to other people because you're highly motivated. Don't be headstrong. The issue here with Mars here is you might not be very patient. Do watch for little flashes of anger that may come out. Okay, it's time to step out here, but you don't want to step on anyone's toes in the process. And 31st of July to the 3rd of August, Mars opposition Jupiter. Again, high energy level and self-confidence. You are full of enterprise and may chafe a bit if you can't, do what you want to do. Or if your current position doesn't have enough room for you to move. You want to take the initiative and advance. Do be careful you don't overextend yourself or think you can do more than you actually can. Overconfidence can be an issue, but you're likely to be successful in whatever it is you decide to do. So you can see, after this resting time, it looks like pretty positive time towards the end of the month going into August for you Vivacious Virgos. So that's fabulous. All right, so that's your horoscope. Now I'm just going to close my eyes and see what I can see for you for the month of July 2021. Doors opening in front of me. They're green doors. This indicates growth, opportunity, maybe even connected with your money. I do feel in the beginning of the month that there could be some unexpected expenses or some sort of money outlay that you didn't really know about, or you didn't expect it to be as much, but this sorts itself out as the month goes on. There's something here about making your own dough, money. That's money. I could see a machine for making dough and putting dough into a machine. I'm thinking, we're doing cooking now. But then I realised dough is money. Okay, you can make your own money, is what that means. And you can provide generously for other people as well. This toasted, I think it's cheese and tomato sandwiches. So I think this is about, I'm not even hungry and I'm saying this, I think this is about nurturing and looking after people generally. Okay. All right, what else do I see for you? Knitting, making, building, constructing, developing something, so I get a sense of excitement. However, there's like stages and you have to go through, there's some boring stages or some setup stages, then some things you have to work out at the beginning to strategize, plan, so that you can get where you want to go. It's like I'm seeing factories now making rugs, curtains or something like that, but what it's saying is there's a lot of activity and it's like manufacturing. Okay, so in a sense you're going into the manufacturing business. Okay, manufacturing your heart's desires on a physical plane, I think is what it's saying. Okay, anything else for Vivacious Virgos? But do let me know if you do have any if that makes sense to you, if you have any connection with making rugs or curtains. All right, and just stars in the sky. So favourable signs in the heavens generally for you when you get past, the first half of the month, things start to pick up a bit. Okay, so that's it, Vivacious Virgos. I hope that's useful for you. Thank you so much for watching today. I appreciate that, and I'd appreciate a like or a comment or share on your social media. That would be fantastic. You can always friend me on Facebook as well. It's rosesmith.absolutesoulsecrets if you want to friend me on Facebook. Okay, have a wonderful day, everyone. If you're new, please consider subscribing to that channel. Go on, subscribe and be alive, and hit that notification bell right now. Okay, have a lovely day, everyone. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.